April 22nd, aka Earth Day, and considering that the sun is out and the weather is warm as usual today, you know what that means.
We've definitely got a good feeling on what you're talking about, Puppycorn. Today is the day where we get to design our amazingly beautiful sculpture in the shape of the entire planet.
You better know it, Unikitty. I honestly don't know why we haven't come up with an idea like this last Earth Day, but at least we thought of it for this year in the end.
Now we just need to wait for 7 of our amazingly best friends in the world, and then we can get going to the park, so we can begin our process.
And that's such perfect timing to mention us, since we're already here, and are pumped up to show our care for this planet as much as we can.
And I even brought a pack full of blue, green, and yellow paint from my house just now, since these colors will surely come in handy before we know it.
Well, we are going to paint the sculpture at some point during its construction process, so that's good thinking, Goldie. And we even got done with a round-shaped base of the Earth yesterday.
Now that definitely looks exactly like the Earth's secret, just without its colors, though. But overall, it looks incredibly sweet.
Well, Lenny, this sculpture will eventually be so colorful and even more incredibly sweet once we get to painting this bad boy. So off we flow to the Plush Star City Park.
Aw, man. This park already looks so clean and super tidy so far, just from one look at the place as we speak. Today is definitely the perfect day to make a Jawsome Earth Day sculpture.
You totally read my mind, dearest Hank. Now if we're gonna convert this colorless Earth gold sculpture into a colorful replica of our home planet, we're gonna need some of the paint Goldie brought from her house.
I also brought some of these essentials that should prevent our creation from rolling away. And this way, our Earth Day sculpture can look exactly like our very own globe of the entire world.
I guess it's safe to say that we're all ready to create such a fantastic Earth Day sculpture, since we got everything we'll need for this project. Let's snap to it, fishy friends.
Gasp. Guys, there's a group of birds heading for our direction. Everyone, duck.
Ugh. God, that was not expected at all. Is it very fishy okay?
Looks like we're fine, William. Those birds totally jump scare me like crazy. Hope to pray that none of the supplies got wrecked during that.
Gasp. The paint. Oh, no. Those birds made us spill paint all over the grass. Now we can't use any of the colors to paint our Earth sculpture.
Ram. Now how are we gonna make our sculpture now, if we can even use the paint due to them being spilled all over this portion of the park?
Guys, I think we might have another problem besides the spilled paint. Look.
What in the world is even this? There's a bunch of wrapping paper all over the entire park. How come we didn't even notice this mess once we arrived in the first place?
Now, how did all these wrappers got onto the ground without anyone noticing it first?
If I can tell, it was likely that group of birds had knocked over 2 trash cans, and that made such a massive mess so quickly. And such bad timing since it's Earth Day somehow.
Just as I expected, it was that group of birds once again that knocked some trash cans and made the wrappers spill all over the ground.
Now this park is becoming less clean and tidy, now that there's paint and wrappers on the fresh green grass. We've got to get this place cleaned up right away.
What about our Earth sculpture? We haven't figured out what we can use to decorate it, instead of using the paint, of course.
I better get to thinking of a way to solve this issue. So we can't use the paint, that's for sure. There must be an alternate solution to this big problem. Unless we can use some of the spilled wrappers to decorate our sculpture.
Sis? What are you talking about exactly?
Isn't it obvious? Since several of these wrappers are either green, yellow, and blue, we can reuse a couple of them to create the main colors of the Earth and stick them onto the sculpture.
That is such a really insane idea you came up there, Unikitty. That it might work out well. And we can also get this park cleaned up while we put our creation together as well. Veiled Fishies, guess that is the idea we're gonna go for. William, Vola, and Chucks, you guys will pick up some of the wrappers that aren't blue, green, or yellow.
While the rest of us will get the paint cleaned up and add the color wrappers that we need onto the sculpture. I just happened to brought some glue, just in case we'll need it at some point.
Now we're definitely ready to tackle this Earth Day situation. So let's do this.
Yay! Nothing but that!
Have no fear, beloved park. These fishies will make sure you're sparkly clean again.
Alright, you guys, we got some more wrappers to add into the sculpture. So let it stick, fishies.
You better know it, Unikitty. So here goes nothing.
Yippee! We have done it, you guys. The Earth Day sculpture of the globe looks incredibly awesome. Yahoo!
And honestly, it looks even more incredible with the reusable wrappers, come to think of it. And check out the park now. It's back to being nice, tidy, and clean again.
This has got to be the cleanest and tidiest park I've ever seen so far today. We honestly did incredible work to make it happen.
And that is because we work together to make sure the Earth remains as the happiest planet to live in.
Well done, fishy friends. This is definitely another job well done.
And this for sure calls for a nice time on the Play Center for our special Earth Day reward.
Yahoo! I know what that means. Earth Day, play date. Yay, 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 yay.